This is Carolina AM.
Welcome back to Carolina AM. Now, we're cooking up a classic today with Jamie Saunders of Johnny D's. Jamie, we're making chicken quesadillas today, but you're going to put a little twist to it. So how do we get started here?
Okay, well, the first thing I do when I start is I trim my chicken breasts and get the seasoning. And if you have an extra lemon at home, you could put a little lemon juice on there. But you want to use like a taco fajita seasoning. I make my own, but they sell them in the stores. You can just purchase one of those packets, a single-use packet.
All right.
So you can put the chicken in the fridge, let it sit in there. You're going to start your corn salsa, which is very simple.
Okay, now I was talking to you about off camera. This is your own concoction, your own recipe, right?
Yes, it is.
It looks good. So what's in the corn salsa other than the corn, obviously?
Frozen corn. Here I use the yellow and white mix. You can use just yellow. You can use just white. Whatever whatever you prefer.
Okay.
A little bit of chopped up red pepper, tomato.
Yep.
Jalapenos. I have a little bit of cilantro in here, but you don't have to buy cilantro. If you have dry parsley at your house, make it a little bit, more economical here.
Now, do you need to let that sit and let everything kind of blend together overnight?
Yeah.
Is that one of those
No,
kind of
not
deals?
overnight, but I mean, at least a half an hour. So I usually let it sit on the counter. There's a little bit of red wine vinegar in here to help pull out those flavors.
Okay.
And the lemon juice, and then garlic, salt, and pepper. And you can put as much salt and pepper as you want. Some people like them saltier, some people like that.
Okay, you've been sauteing the chicken. That looks good. Just wait till it's golden brown on the outside.
Make sure about 3-4 minutes on each side here, and you want to just make sure it's not pink inside anymore. We're going to take these out, put them on the cutting board.
Now, I had mentioned off camera too that usually I put butter in the pan because I don't know why I like butter, but you said save yourself the extra calories and just brown the tortilla without anything at all.
No, I mean, this pan, like I had told you, I put a little bit of oil and wiped it with a paper towel just to season it a little bit. But I mean, if you look here, the paper, it is crisping
it's got good
up.
color.
And you don't, and I didn't put anything.
Right.
I just don't want it to get soggy because I don't like that. I like it a little bit more crispy. So just a little bit of oil I usually use.
Okay.
So,
and what blend of cheeses are you using today?
This is just a shredded cheddar jack.
All right.
So
pretty simple.
We're going to take our corn salsa that we put here. We're going to put it just on the one side.
Sure.
You can put as much as you like. Make sure you drain that liquid out because you don't want to dump that in the middle of your quesadilla and have it be soggy.
Well, it looks pretty.
There's nothing worse than a soggy quesadilla.
I got it. Okay.
This is a jalapeno ranch. So I cheated a little bit here. I just took a regular ranch and I chopped up some jalapenos really fine and I put it in there and let it sit. So basically, if you want to be fancy and get your blender out, you can, but I don't want to wash the blenders, to be perfectly honest, so then I don't do it that way. So you do get that flavor in the ranch once it sits, and if you want it a little bit hotter, you can leave the seeds in there. If you don't want that extra kick, you don't leave the seeds in there, because that's the hottest part. And then I'm going to chop my chicken up here. And if you're a person that doesn't like to have like a cold salsa with like a hot chicken, chop up your chicken, put it back in the pan, put the salsa in there, and mix it up, and that you can heat up the salsa a little bit. I like the cool temperature with the hot chicken.
And I like the smaller bites with the quesadilla with the meat too. I like the smaller. There you go.
So you put the cheese on the whole quesadilla, but your ingredients on half the quesadilla.
Okay.
And then we're just going to fold it closed, and we're just going to let it finish crisping up on both sides.
Sure, and that won't take long, right?
No, it won't take long at all. And like I said, with the quesadilla, I mean, there's burnt, but we don't want to get that far. But we want it to be crispy because I like that crunch. Is where it's at. You want to hear it when you bite into it.
Well, I just love it that you take a classic and you give it a new twist, and it's really easy to do.
Oh, yeah, for
just
sure.
Some imagination. If you don't have the imagination, let us do it for you, because for the full recipe and a list of those ingredients, head over to our website at WFXB.com. And up next, some travel tips for hassle-free holiday weather. You're hitting the road. I'm going to cook now.